What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Lifestyle Sports Podcast. It's AI from the 210. Y'all already know what time it is, of course. Y'all see I got my Dallas Cowboys jersey on, so y'all know that means another victory for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So the Dallas Cowboys went head-to-head with the Chicago Bears. The Cowboys got the win 49-29. So when we look at the Cowboys, we see Dak Prescott. He went 21-27 for 250 yards, 2 TDs, and a pick. You know what I'm saying? We see Tony Pollard, 14 carries for 131 yards and 3 TDs. Salute to Pollard, for sure. Like, Pollard, you deserve a bottle in the club. You deserve, you know what I'm saying, Dallas better treat you right. You know what I'm saying, the way you been balling. And we got CeeDee Lamb. He had 5 receptions for 77 yards and a TD. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving the Dallas team. I'm loving the Dallas offense. And, of course, the defense. When we look at the Bears, we see Justin Fields. He went 17-23 for 151 yards and 2 TDs. We see Herbert, 16 carries for 99 yards and a TD. And we see Mooney, 5 receptions for 70 yards. So, you know, Chicago, they did what they could. Shout out to the Rack. Shout out to the whole Chicago. They did what they could. But, of course, it was against the Dallas Cowboys, so you only could do so much. You know what I'm saying? So the Dallas Cowboys have done it again, y'all. They have done it again. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this year is special. I see something big coming. This is a special year for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So off top, we know we going to the playoffs this year. Minimum, like, least, at the least case. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, we in the playoffs. But I see much greater than the playoffs for the Dallas Cowboys this season. You know what I'm saying? I love the defense. Shout out Parsons, Diggs. Like, the whole defense is cold. And the offense, Dak Prescott came back, and he's still getting warmed up, and he balling. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Heading into the bye week, I'm very excited. I'm loving this Cowboy season. This is one of my favorite seasons thus far. So the Cowboys will be headed on a bye week this upcoming week, so we got time to rest. Dak Prescott got time to, you know what I'm saying, another week to adjust and get back. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be, we're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? We play the Green Bay Packers when we return from the bye week. So that should be a good game. Shout out to the great, all-time great Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? The Packers-Dallas games are always fantastic to watch, and I expect another great game. So I can't wait for that. And shout out to the lovely city of Chicago, the great city of Chicago. They will play the Miami Dolphins next week. That should be a decent game. You know what I'm saying? The two great cities, two amazing cities of Chicago and Miami go head-to-head. I got the Miami Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins. I just feel like they got the better team at this point. You know what I'm saying? They got the better roster. But I got love for the Bears. I got love for Justin Fields, the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole Chicago. But I got Miami winning that game. And, of course, we got the NFL Power Rankings. My top 5 teams after Week 8 heading into Week 9. So let's get into it. At number 5, I got to go with the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, they're 6-1 at this point in the season. I feel like who would have thought they would have been 6-1? That was a surprise to me, but I see them. They out there balling. You know what I'm saying? So I can't disrespect the Vikings and leave them out of my top 5. Gotta give them some love. Gotta put the spotlight on the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. They could be a sleeper team headed into the playoffs. So I ain't gonna sleep on them like that. So the Vikings are doing their thing. Shout out to Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Vikings. I got y'all at number 5. At number 4, I gotta go with the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? The Kansas City Chiefs are 5-2. They had a bye week this week, so they got time to rest and get ready. But we know they're one of the best teams in the NFL and the whole NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, they've been one of the best teams for a few years now. Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and the Kansas City could score with the best of them, and their defense is never lacking. So I know they're going to be one of them ones at the end of the season. So, you know what I'm saying? They might put on for the AFC. So I got the Kansas City Chiefs at number 4. And number 3, I got to go with the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, my Dallas Cowboys. They've been balling this season. You know, with our we've had some terrible things that have happened. Our starting quarterback got hurt after week 1. Like, they thought we was done. They said we was out of there. And we look at us, we're one of the best teams in the league. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys been balling. We can do it all. Offense is cold. Dak is only going to adjust and get more comfortable as the season goes on. The Dallas Cowboys are phenomenal. We can score with the best of them. We just put 49 points up on the board, so we can score with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Our defense is phenomenal. Elite defense, one of the top defenses in the league. Shout out Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, I got to shout out Tony Pollard. Like I say, when his contract time come up, Dallas Cowboys, y'all got to do what y'all do to retain Tony Pollard. This is a phenomenal running back. Our run game is elite. Shout out Zeke Elliott. I hope for a speedy recovery and return from Zeke Elliott. And the Cowboys are going far this season. Would I be wrong to say that we might hit a Super Bowl? Would I be wrong to say we might have a Super Bowl appearance in our future this season? So I got the Dallas Cowboys at number 3. And number 2, I got to go with the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? The Buffalo Bills, they're 6-1 on the season. Only one loss. They only had one loss the whole season. The Bills, they're a phenomenal team. You know what I'm saying? We cannot sleep on the Bills. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They just beat the Packers and the great Aaron Rodgers. That's never an easy feat. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers been doing this a long time. So if you can get a win on the Packers, that says something. You know what I'm saying? So the Bills, they got offense. Shout out Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? One of the MVP candidates. Of course, Stephon Diggs. The whole Bills is cold. The defense is cold. So the Bills, like I've been saying week after week, the Bills, they're one of them ones. They definitely one of them ones that's probably going to be around at the end come playoff time. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the Bills, and I got them number 2. And last but not least, at number 1, I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles are still undefeated, the only undefeated team left in the NFL, 7-0. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the great city of Philly, the whole Philly. Y'all doing y'all thing. I know y'all proud of the Eagles. I know y'all turned up. I just want to know how y'all letting the Eagles do this like that. Like, y'all can't stop the Eagles. Like, the Eagles, they like that? Like, for real? I guess they are. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to see how long this streak going to continue. But so far, it's looking good for the Eagles. They just been going off. So, we got to see how long this streak going to continue. Of course, y'all know y'all know how I feel when the Eagles play the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to be an L. So the streak might go on all the way through until they play the Cowboys. We waiting on that rematch. You know what I'm saying? We can't wait for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's finna go. It's looking good for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the MVP candidate, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is doing his thing. So the Eagles is doing their thing. I got the Eagles, number 1. And these are my top 5 teams in the NFL right now. My NFL power rankings heading into week 9. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. This is a great season. I can't wait. Of course, we got to get into our NBA headlines after week 2. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, the NBA season lit. It just kicked off. So, let's get started. So, we got the LA Lakers. They finally got their first win of the season. They are now 1-5. I don't know what's going on. I didn't see this happening. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I'm still supporting the Lakers. It's early in the season. You know what I'm saying? We got win number 1 out of 5, but that's going to change and that's going to turn around because they have the greatness of LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? They shout out Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. It's still early. They're going to turn it around. And I think the Lakers going to be one of the ones at the end for sure. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James still want that other ring. He going for ring number 5. So the Lakers, they going to get it together. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers going to get it right. You know what I'm saying? We look at the Eastern Conference. We see the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Cavaliers are hooping in the East. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, I can't leave out the ATL Hawks. Shout out to the great Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? The ATL Hawks is hooping. So, like, it's early, but these are the teams that's going off right now. You know what I'm saying? It's looking good for them. And you can see why. They got a good roster. Each one of these teams got a phenomenal roster. So, you know what I'm saying? But these are the ones that's balling. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to know what's going on with the Nets right now. I didn't see that happening. I feel like the Nets got a squad. I don't see what's going on. But I think they could get it together. It's early in the season. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, Nets? What's going on? Well, we head to the Western Conference. You know what I'm saying? We see the Suns, the Blazers, and the Utah Jazz are hooping. You know what I'm saying? In the Western Conference. You know what I'm saying? They're hooping. Of course, I can't leave out the Memphis Grizzlies. Shout out Memphis. You know what I'm saying? The Ja Morant. And of course, I can't leave out the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? My hometown, my hometown team, the great city of SA. The Spurs is balling. Who would have thought the Spurs had one of the best records in the West? But they do got one of the all-time greatest coaches in Greg Popovich. So, you know what I'm saying? We know he can put anything together and make it work. So we see the Spurs is hooping, but shout out to the Western Conference. We see who hooping over there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Early at this point in the season, after week 2, these are the teams that's balling. You know what I'm saying? So it's early in the NBA season. We only headed into week 3, but we got a long season to go, and I can't wait to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for this NBA season. So far, it's looking good. It's looking exciting. And we still waiting to see who's going to get Victor Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? One of the next all-time great players, it looks like. You know what I'm saying? The unicorn. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is another episode of the Lifestyle Sports Podcast. It's AI from the 210. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, follow on IG at the Lifestyle Sports Podcast at Allen Iverson, ALAN Iverson. Till next time.